Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
Is there anything wrong?
No, not at all. I am merely assigned to assist. I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theatre. Good day.
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
So the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There's a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
I will extend their misery with every blow I strike.
Yes, my lord. Misery's easy enough to find on Hoth.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
The planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, corps name Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpern sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
Fill me in on the situation.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
What on this world could take out an armed group of officers?
Besides the Republic, there are Wampers, pirates. Mostly aliens unafraid of the Empire.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
And our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
Whoever is behind this will be nothing but a blot on the snow.
Indeed. I have heard of the power of Sith. I only hope that you have not come too late. Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
Then put a bunch of namby-pamby cowards on this frozen rock. Think I like hearing me teeth chatter and knees knock, my sweat freeze and breath blind me? Not a scrap. But I got a job to do, and by gum I aim to do it.
Sounds like you need some help.
Oh, sorry about that, my lord, didn't see you. Kinda snowblind, I guess. None of those remarks were aimed at you. In fact, my mission calls for someone of your obvious capabilities. Colonel Vanis left orders to stop the Republic from tracking our deployments here. I figured out the enemy's MO, but need the firepower to squash it.
What exactly does this entail?
Republic scouts have set up a series of short-range relays. Need to activate one to jam their communications. Can't activate without a data card from one of the scouts. Gonna have to get one of them the old-fashioned way. You game?
It's as good as done.
You're a lifesaver. Republic scouts range around the lower ruins, spying on us and disappearing. Get a data card off one of them, and then find one of their relay consoles in the outer edge. I'll be here and can jam their relays once you're done. Done great! Got the activation signal from the Republic data relay, and we're already jamming their comm. Thanks to you, things are getting hot round here.
I found Colonel Vannis. He was dead. Murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vannis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Anything you'd like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
They weren't carrying handheld comms. They've probably got way stations. I can bug those.
This sounds plausible. As much as I hate to admit it, Udris is usually right about these things.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Our luck is changing. If we can get those arrays into whatever they're using for communications, we'll soon know what we need.
When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
Good to hear from you. We've been receiving the feed from the data arrays, and what we've learned is quite interesting. We had assumed there were one, perhaps two groups of Tals out there. We found 6. Had we attacked earlier, we would have gotten one group and the other 5 would have gone to ground.
Planning makes the victory greater.
It certainly paid off in this case. Unfortunately, we have one more step to take.
The good part is we know how many Tals there are, and the bad part is we don't have enough forces to hit all 6 groups at once. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
By all means, continue.
We want them to panic and launch an all-out, last-ditch attack on us, and we'll be waiting. If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
That sounds like a pretty unforgiving security system.
Wampers can be fooled. A combination of synthetic pheromones and body language could make them think a Tals is part of their pack. All the more reason to bring back their equipment. We could learn much from the Tals.
The last thing you'd want to do in a Wampa cave is wear yourself down.
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Your cargo, Captain Udris. In one piece, as am I.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our end of the plan.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Tals that dares approach.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Tolls attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Tals have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate or we won't last past nightfall.
Every available gun needs to be saving that station.
We can't send everyone. What if they expect that and surprise us here?
I'll call for reinforcements from a Deimos orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Ni at ambumpa poshura mokili moklanki. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
It pains me terribly to hear it.
Bunawa tuipi la liska. Chikos pa inikudad ijig liska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
O pagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga.
I don't listen to anyone who plants bombs in my power station.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground and we have secured the perimeter.
Tell me you cut off their retreat.
Absolutely, my lord. We assessed the situation and countered it. Good to see this place still standing. We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
Tobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Chechopa kuma ni umpi butmalia bedwana ni bobo. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
You say the Sith held off the entire Toll's force, single-handed?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Braynor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
It's an honor.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or Chiss Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Captain Udris's advice formed most of our key strategies. We relied on him heavily.
That is as I expected. Very well. Captain Udris, you are now Colonel Udris. I am putting the base's welfare in your hands until further notice.
It seems you have broken down a few barriers, Colonel Udris.
I thank you. This is unprecedented. You do me great honor, Moff Braynor. I will have the base at inspection quality immediately.
Sir, if I might ask, do you think the enlisted men will have a problem taking orders from Colonel Udris?
You mean, will they refuse orders from a Chiss? They will at first. Then they will be made examples.
You could demonstrate your commitment by helping win the men over.
That is an excellent idea. I will begin immediately. Thank you, Moff Braynor. Colonel Udris.
That will be all.
Well, that went better than expected.
I suppose we should be happy we don't have pirate problems here.
He's referring to another security failure. Captain Revar at Leth Outpost lost a reactor substation to the Whitemore pirates. We have asked much of you, but Captain Revar has not, and his soldiers desperately need relief at the Leth Outpost. If you have the time, look in on them.
What is this? I asked not to be disturbed. Ah, it is you. Commander Triton and that Chiss fellow spoke well of you. Make yourself at home. I was busy calculating our chances in case the Republic attacks. It looks grim. If they bring a force of any real size, we're doomed.
Don't focus on possibilities. Focus on what we will do.
The best force multiplier would be installing more automated guns, which we have. However, they eat power. What we really need is to tap into the nearby geothermal power substation, but it's been taken by the White Moor. We don't have the manpower to take on those pirates, and we've got a base that'll black out in any sustained fight with the Republic.
I've never heard of Imperials backing down from a fight with pirates.
They're Hawks, part of a group called the White Moor, 2.5 meters of muscle each. The last time they captured our men, they made them dig their graves in the ice using only their hands. Then they buried them alive. I couldn't chance that happening again, so we haven't attacked their power substation. But your odds look good.
These vagabonds will see what power truly is.
Of that I am certain. But take this energy coupling with you. You'll need it to switch the flow back toward the outpost. Install it when you have eliminated all resistance. With that power, our guns will be operational and give us a fighting chance. Go in strength.
Agua bosca puño, bosca. Tula musta kitrita nini, tanu valuya witiba. No, kavaja ulnui kusche puño.
Who's responsible for this?
Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji, ta ushagwa upa. Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta.
Just show me where the fun is.
Chopechuta, kasolyeli choi rato, kapachuta. Poguache chopa chimpa nolia, makachisa.
The pirates were responsible for tapping the generator. They've been eliminated.
Vazda waho taga hopi. Tupatula musta, wograngi tampio dume dunka.
We did it. We're running on geothermal power now. We blew a circuit when it came on, but that was easily fixed. Did the Hawks prove difficult?
They proved clumsy and stupid. I could have fought twice that number.
I thought as much. Sith have an extremely high success rate in combat against irregular forces. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to oversee the deployment of our sensors and weapons. We've already begun the installation of our defense systems, and we're on schedule to be done before nightfall.
Sir, the Republic frequencies are alive with chatter. They somehow knew we had a power surge just now, so I swept for bugs and I found this. An energy monitor.
Now you've got me interested.
The key thing is, they saw our power readouts and were shocked into action. And that's not good. They won't attack here. They'll bomb the main geothermal reactor to black out the entire sector.
Do you agree that's the most likely target?
If the grid goes cold, it'll get rid of all the pirates plugged into it too. It's a solid win for the Republic.
They'll have to cut through the Ortolan workers there and the Whitemoor pirates, but they're sending Zero Squad snowtroopers. If I were a gambler like the captain here, I'd bet on them.
My name alone will destroy them.
Yes, I'm sure your confidence will serve you well, my lord. Zero Squad is the Republic's best. If you defeat them, just think of the humiliation.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
O pagthra wanawaga mi punawa duetuipe. Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa dobiska. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Depends on what you want me to do.
Nokta chuna dobiela. Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise.
I suppose I can lower myself to do this.
Chioto flingola. Ai jubadanaga bakawa.
All civilians need to evacuate the station. Step away from the console with your hands on your head. I said, step away from the console with your hands on your head.
Did you seriously sign up for the army so you could threaten Ortolans?
Intruders! I've got intruders in the shaft room!
La monnoia, la lula. Cosa sansuga nanano, nanano, no, nano. Una nulazzo.
What reason do you have for telling me anything? You provide the expertise, and the Empire will provide protection.
Here they are! Get them!
Pliska taka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa.